A clean colon is the key to good health. This is the Herbal Alternative Research Team, the Heart. Colon or intestinal cancer is forecast by the United Nations to become the #1 killer in developed countries. This dangerous and rarely talked about disease is already #1 or 2 in many countries. It's #2 in the United States. How does it affect you? It's simple. Your immune system is directly related to the condition of your intestines as well as your body's ability to absorb nutrients from food during digestion. Toxemia is the cause of all disease. The United States Health and Human Services has admitted several years ago that over 90% of Americans are walking around with clogged colons. Autotoxemia, auto meaning self-caused, is the real culprit in almost all diseases and degenerative conditions. Dr. John Tilden, during the 1930s, in his book Toxemia Explained, the true interpretation of the cause of disease, presented the concept that toxins were the only cause of disease. If you deal with toxemia now, you won't age anywhere as quickly as you normally would, and you won't go through all the aches, pains, and illnesses that your friends and parents have gone through. Through preventive health habits, you can dramatically reduce the chances of chronic diseases, illness, and cellular degeneration. No quantity or type of prescription drugs, surgery, or other remedial medical care can save you from the self-imposed death sentence of auto-intoxication. Dr. Kellogg, famous surgeon and the father of Kellogg's cornflakes, believed that the colon could be the origin of most health problems. Hence his creation of a brand cereal to help bowel function. He maintained that 90% of disease is due to an improperly functioning colon. Let's talk about the big C, and no, I'm not talking about cancer, at least not yet. The word constipation is derived from the Latin word constipatus, which translated means to press or crowd together, to pack or to cram. Common sense tells us that if we retain the contents of our colon, the result will be disfigurement and disease of the colon. All sick people have bowel trouble. All sick people are tired, worn out, and toxin-burdened. There is no better, more effective way to stay healthy and avoid illness and disease than to do what is necessary to take care of the bowels. On our road to health, it is most important to get the bowels back into proper functioning condition. Without this prerequisite, all other therapies, treatments, vitamins, or other aids fall short of their potential benefit. The sewer system must work properly, otherwise the body remains soaking in its own putrid waste, which encourages disease processes and eluding vitality-producing and health-building forces. So all congestion and toxins must be removed, and it must begin with cleansing of the bowel. Here are the symptoms of a blocked or coated colon. Those symptoms include constipation, which is diarrhea, stinky gas, pain in the joints, frequent illness, frequently susceptible to colds or flus, fatigue, tiredness, various diseases including cancer, arthritis, heartburn, headache, migraines, poor sleep, diabetes, and many others. One of the most frequent bowel problems that people experience today is constipation. A constipated system is one in which the transition time of toxic waste is slow. The longer the transit time, the longer the toxic waste matter sits in our bowels, which allows them to putrefy, ferment, and possibly be reabsorbed. The longer your body is exposed to putrefying food in your intestines, the greater the risk of developing disease. Even with one bowel movement per day, you will still have at least 3 meals worth of waste matter putrefying in your colon at all times. Disease usually begins with a toxic bowel. Those having fewer bowel movements are harboring a potentially fertile breeding ground for serious diseases. Infrequent or poor quality bowel movements over an extended period of time may be and will be very hazardous to your health. Proper colon cleansing removes the mucoid plaque from the colon. Even a thin layer of mucoid plaque weakens the body. Nature intended mucoid plaque to be sloughed off, but due to stress and diet, most Americans have many hardened layers of mucoid plaque. The healthy colon weighs about 4 pounds. One autopsy revealed a colon choked with 40 pounds. That's right, 40 pounds of impacted mucoid